to my channel, Nature of Mind Designs, and this is going to be my very first bioactive rainforest build. I say builds. So I've had a customer message me and he asked me to build not one but two bioactive vivariums for his gargoyle geckos. So I'm probably going to do two separate videos for this, and I'm quite looking forward to it. Bear with me, it's the first time I've actually done a really proper video for YouTube, so editing, it's the first time for that as well, so hopefully this video turns out really well. But yeah, I suppose we'll get into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do water test. So let's get into it. Yeah, let's go. Before I start any work on these vivariums, by the by, these are Exoterra vivariums, 45 by 45 by 60. But yeah, before I start work, I'm going to show you how to take the two doors off. Pretty simple, you know, as you're working on them, it makes life a bit easier as well, and you don't want them breaking and then ending up replacing them, especially when they're not yours, they're somebody else's. So I'll show you that now. Right, so this is how you do it. So you want to hold the top here, okay, so you don't lift the tank up. So you want to pull down on the tank, then put your hand on the bottom of the door, we just lift and pull out, like so. And to put it back, you put the top part of the door in the hole, you put it to one side, and then you drag it along so it matches into the hole, and then we're on again. So that's my advice to you guys: take the doors off, then you don't have to worry about them, they're not in your way, and don't risk the chance of breaking them. Sweet. Test now. So what I've done is I've put a bit of card, actually, from the packaging from the vivariums. So if I get any leaks, I can get telltale signs that it's leaking the cardboard, start getting wet, and well, we can see, and if it's in certain spots, hopefully I'll be able to pick it up. So let's pour the water in, shall we? So it's always good to test it, because you don't want to spend hours and hours building up your tank and then it goes and leaks, and then you have to strip it all down again. So it's good to do this first. And then, yeah, if you find any leaks, then you can chuck a bead of silicone along the four bottoms, and you can chuck some silicone up the sides as well. So I think I'm going to do another bucket, and then we should be good, because I only want to come up as high as the drainage layer, but I want to chuck some more in there as well. But yeah, make sure you do your water checks. Right guys, there it is. I've put the water in the vivariums, and I'm going to leave that in there for 24 hours, and we see what happens. Also, a tip for you: if you have the Viv up nice and high, you can siphon the water out. I've got just got this from an aquatic shop. I do it for my other bioactive vivs. Yeah, you can siphon it out, but you've got to have them up high. It doesn't really work. You have to keep pumping it if it's on the deck. So have it up high, a few pumps, and it shoots right out. So that is it. Step one done. I just got to see what happens in the next 24 hours. So if you made it this far, please come and help grow my channel. You know, like I said, this is the first time. Actually, there's a few videos on it, but this is the first time I'm actually doing something properly. So I'm quite excited. So yeah, sort out some admin for me, please. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads, and leave us a comment, thumbs it up, do all that. And I'm also on other socials as well. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok. I'm personally on Facebook, but I haven't got another channel for this. I might sort it out, I might not. Not a huge fan of Facebook, but we'll see. But yeah, stay tuned. So right, it's been a couple of days since I put the water in, and everything looks absolutely perfect. No leaks. So what we're going to do now is I think we should crack on and start siphoning out the water. Siphoner. Right, so the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to repurpose the background that comes with the Exoterra tanks. So I'm going to measure up, I'm going to chop some of the bottom of this off, and then I'm going to silicone the whole lot, and then I'm going to chuck some substrate on there and make it look a bit more earthy. So that's the next plan. So let's crack on. What I'm going for is I want to cut it just so it sits above this line here. So I'm just going to score it with a knife. That's it. And now we're going to use a saw. Get that done. There we go. So nice. We've got that nice gap ready for, for your drainage layer and your substrate mix that's going in there. Plus, gives you a nice guideline for the other sides. So I'm going to do the 3 sides on this. So yeah, that's perfect. It's exactly what I want. So silicone of choice is the HA6 in brown. Yeah, it's marine safe for plants and animals, so that's what we're going to use. Here's one I prepared earlier. So top tip for you, if you're going to do vast spaces of silicone in, chop the nozzle in half so it just comes out like a waterfall. I do. Right, let's get to it. So I'm going to use a paintbrush for this. Can get some gloves if you like. Maybe wear a mask with some goggles. Good, done. So we're ready to put the substrate on, and what I've got here is I bought the Exoterra Jungle Earth, and the good thing about this is it's very coarse, so you know, your geckos can grip on it and climb up on it. But the other bonus is it comes really dry, which you want, because you don't want to use wet substrate, because, well, it just won't bind to the silicone. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dump a load of this on this. Let's go. So there we have it. I've just siliconed the background to the back. There it is. So next step to do is I'm going to put some expanding foam on this side and the other side, and yeah, we're just going to repeat the process again. Some more silicone on and some more substrate, and yeah, let's do it, shall we? Let's crack on. Right, so we've gone for the original Gorilla filler. So I'm not going to go all the way to the top, I'm just going to come down a bit. I'm just going to go from side to side, not all the way to the edges as well, because you need to shut the doors. And then I'm just going to go down as far as the back does. So should we do it? Let's do it. So there we have it, one side done. So I'm going to give that maybe 2 to 3 hours to set, and then I'm going to flip it over, and then we're going to do the other side. So morning, it is about, it's 6:30 in the morning, and I thought, let's crack on with a bit of tank making, shall we? So yeah, that's where I've got so far. Got the foam in, the sun is rising, as you can see. Yes, we're just going to start shaving off all the soft part of, or the smooth shiny part of the foam, because if you don't, the silicone won't stick to this stuff that well, so we need the rough stuff underneath. So we're going to do that. Also, don't know if you can see this, done some outlines, because that is where the hide is going to be, and I will show you now my kind of plan, what I want to do with the hides. Right, so hide checks. Cheers. So you remember the offcuts of the Exoterra foams, that backgrounds that come with the vivarium? So I've cut 2 pieces off like that. I've already made a start. So I've cut one of these in half again. Here we go. So I've extended it a bit with some more expanding foam. That is going to be the roof, so it's going to be on the side like that. So this is going to be the roof. Here's one I prepared earlier, all shaved down. That's going to be inside. I've used a more softer substrate the inside. Okay, that's where he's going to sleep. That's going to go in there at the bottom. So we're kind of looking at I'm going to try and set that further into the foam. This is going to be the bottom, this is going to be the top. And it's going to be somewhat of a cave kind of hide thing. What do you reckon? I think it's going to turn out alright. And it's going to feel safe, and also you'll be able to have access to the gecko, just in case you need him for health checks and stuff like that. So that's the plan, and I think we should just crack on with it. Okay, so tools of the trade. Steak knife. It's got a nice teeth at the end. Really good for. Okay, job done. Tune in. No, I'm joking. You can either use a Stanley knife, but yeah, this stuff works really well. You've got to have patience with this because it's quite labour intensive. It does take a while, but the end result is going to be stunning. Stunning! So my vision, this. So it's got a little cave. Obviously, all the glass will be filled in with some dirt and stuff. But it's got enough room to come out the back here, or she. Nice little bum through the cave there. Look, it's nice. Obviously this will be all filled in, and I'll do all the finer details, get rid of that, and it'll all blend in as one. But yeah, that's my kind of cave, kind of set into the side grounds, not background, side grounds. Just here. I've already got like a hole ready to start, but I think I might set the food dish in there so you can nip out, have a little munch, feeling safe. That's the whole idea. And it also, like I said before, he will you can have access, you can try and run your fingers to tease him back out, and he's not completely to stop ripping your tank apart just to get to your gecko. So easy access. Yeah, and I will put a nice tall leafy plant one here, so it gives him more secure, safe feeling. But yeah, I mean, what do you think, eh? I think it's going to look nice actually, to be fair. It's going to look nice. So now what we're going to do is we're going to now silicone one of the sides, and yeah, get it all mixed in, and get some dirt on there. Let's go. the dirt on. Now you should firmly press it all the way around and make sure we get it all pushed into the silicone. So what we're going to do now is just going to give it a good old rinse down, get all the loose stuff off and get it ready for hardscaping.